Okay, guys. Today lesson will be super interesting because we just want to look at Redis for backend, right? I mean, super amazing. I'm super excited, and I guess you are as well. So make we deep dive into this stuff. So we're gonna use Express, right, to create our backend server, right? And I trust it will make pretty sense. Again, where we want connect to na GitHub server, right? Because it is free, so we'll just use an external source, right, to test this whole thing, right? To say they okay. Now the dependencies we will need for here na just calls we go. I mean, as used to allows to network calls to fit help us should in case another person won't use this our endpoint or these are server, right? If you get access to them. Of course, Express now they use create this server, right? And definitely we get Redis, right? We go help us to our caching. Okay, now the dependencies be that. So make we start. Now the first thing we'll go do now to get Express from Express. Now, as much as possible, I want to make this thing be super simple, right? So that everybody feel follow. The next thing I need now, Azios, right? From make we say Azios. And lastly, we will need cause, right? From cause. Now we get this. So I just forget, so we will even need Redis as well, right? So from Redis. Okay, so we'll do create clients. Brilliant, right? So now the four things we will need with this, which are the four dependencies we will install. The first thing first is make I just get my ports, and this my port needs to be number, and I will say they equals to 2200. Makes sense, right? So next thing we will do now to create an instance of our Azios, right? I mean Express to allow us create server. So we'll say app will be equals to Express, right? So we don't create that now. Okay, so now make we start to do some stuffs. So first thing first, now say okay, because I go want read from our body, right, to get the name with the type, right? So I need to say app.use express.json, very important. Then lastly, not lastly, but just put cause, right, so that it will allow cross server to fit communicate, other servers to fit communicate with this server will they create here. Okay, so very importantly, we need to listen to this server. So I will take down my port, or I will take down my port, then we'll put a call back to listen anytime we this thing don't connect, right? So make we just say if you connect, we'll say server connected. We'll add some emoji so that it will look fine. Okay, and for anytime this thing clear or connect, I go want to make it clean up any log reports we already get. So clean them up, start a new stuff. Okay, now what we need to do with this, and that is it. So the next thing I go want to now to just run my server so that at least we will see this and we fit test run and see everything working. So why my terminal they load? Okay, don't load. So make I say npm start. So the script where they start that command now be this, right? So now the script where they start the command, or the script where they start my application now be that. So make I save here and we will see some stuff. Okay, we don't need any other thing, so make I just do Control B. Okay, so at the moment nothing will load, right? So make we do maybe app.get or post, right? Because then we need them to type something in the body. So if I do this, I go say slash API Moses slash v1, right? Then to make our code look cleaner, so make we say get user profile. Now this guy go dey shout because we never create them. So make we come up here, create them. So I'll say const this to be equals to this. And inside of here, make sure say now async, and we need the quest, which will be a request from Express, and we need rest, which would be response from Express. Okay, good. Now make we add our try catch block, and inside there I will say return res dot status 404 dot json. Okay, and inside there we go say so make I save this, not bad. So here I will say n, right, so that this error goes away. Now the next thing we'll go do now to fit read, right? So make we say const username the day equals to quest dot body, and make I come here do something like console log that username. So more they should say we dey see this username we will type inside here, right? So make I come here and do localhost 2200/API/v1 and come to my body raw JSON, and remember saying our post we work on. So make we say username they map to make I say Peter. If we save that, if we hit here, okay, so we see Peter, that's good. Now this thing they run forever because we know terminate them. So make I just copy this line, come up here. So this should be 201, and we'll use data here. For now we'll never get any data, and make we say retrieve, so retrieve data of user profile, retrieving data of user profile, whatever. Okay, so I just do this and save this. I think for here now, make I just do user name, something like that, right? So if we save this now, this thing build finish, make I hit here. So we see here and we see here, makes sense, right? But nobody to want to see with this, right? Remember, like I said, one retrieve from GitHub. So make I say const user today equals to await Azios, right? I can say dot get, right, because a get command we want to, but might not be too necessary, right? So we'll say http api.github.com/username. It makes sense like that, right? So that's how I want to do that. Now make I say dot then rest, so make a return res.data. so this username, if I pass am here, must see wetin e go be. So now if I hit here, of course it will show me null or something. Okay, so there is a user of Peter. Makes sense, right? Good. Now we don't confirm say this thing they work, right? So now here we will start to apply our REDIS. So if I come back here, right, so make it load up, right? So this is REDIS, right? To get REDIS, this is it, right? So of course REDIS is a super catching technology, right? In fact, they say get the world's fastest in-memory database, right, from the one who built it. Makes sense, right? So wetin Redis dey do na say inside the memory of this our application or our machine, Redis go create a database there. So now there you go dey catch your database from, which makes it super fast and save request time to your database, right? And at the same time help you save resources, so make acute sense. So wetin we go come do here na say, since we dey get this stuff, make I bring this guy back. I say so this data will dey fetch, right? I go want make it dey stored, right? But before I do that, so make I just say let result be this, then this are result, make am Azure's response, right? And make it just pass any and any. So for here I go say result go dey equals to user. So now that's result now they pass here. So makes sense like this, right? Now this result I won't catch them, so I go say I'll wait. Oh, I just remember we've not used this client, so make we use that client quickly. So I go say const maybe client go dey equals to create client, right, dot on, and in case error happen, so make it help us catch that error. I no want log, I want them to read out the error for us. Okay, so then dot connect. So by doing this, we don't connect our guy. So more come here, do await client dot set. So inside there, I will call let's say username. Then I'll say JSON dot stringify, that's our result. Okay, save. So wetin this thing will do now, that result it pass them inside Redis, and this is how easy it is, right, for us to implement or use Redis. So very good. Now if we come here, makes sense, right? So if we come here now and I do something like okay, so before I do anything, make I just open here, so that make we do a Redis CLI and see wetin don happen. So if I do npx Redis CLI, hit that. So the first thing what I would like to do now to clean, should in case I get anything wey dey inside this guy before, right? So clean am, start afresh, so that una fit see wetin dey happen. So to clean, I'll say delete, right? Delete. Make I say make I do the text code, make sure. Okay, then there is Peter now, right? So make I do I don't know that Peter addition. Okay, so nothing, but at least at the moment we know say our stuff is clean and empty, right? So make us say that, yeah, clear. Okay, so now we don't do this, right? The next thing we will do now, say nothing there inside here now. So if I come here, hit here again, right? Now wetin happen here now, say, and if you look this, it take like 1 minute 6 seconds, right, to open that thing up. But then the most important thing way I want us to see now, the fact say I say 1 minute 1 second, right, 1.6 seconds, that's what it took there. So the most important thing I say, this result don't be stored inside Redis cache, right? So if I come here now and I say get Peter, I hit this, Okay, so I dey see no result, but for here I'm not saying na Peter, right? Okay, capital P. So I hit this, right? So I dey see this result, right? Don dey stored inside the cache. Makes sense. Remember that this thing are key value, right? So it's case sensitive as well. Then make I say GitHub is always using lowercase. So very important, no matter wetin dem put here. Make I do dot to oops. So let's say dot to, okay, so can't do that there. And let's say here dot to lowercase, right? So no matter anything they put there, right, it does that conversion. No? Or rather, make I just cut out from here and apply on here. And that's what I'm saying. Well, no problem, Sha. Let's just continue. Okay, so now that this is working fine, the next thing we'll need to do now is to make sure say we dey read from that's our stuff, right? We dey read from this cache as against, because if I hit here again, you see say it still dey read from GitHub, right? It's still a read from GitHub. You need to read from our cache data. So the thing I need to do is a very simple thing. So if you say const cached data go dey equals to await client dot get. If you remember now get we dey use here, right? So they use get here to read that data. So now I will come do this, and inside here now, the next thing what I need to do now is say I will pass in the key, and if you remember now the key be this, right? So make I use this. Then now say user name, right? And so for some reason, right, so this thing now will give us that key value. Now if you come here do dot, and let me make I just put this guy here, rest, right? Okay, so make a return json dot pass and rest. Okay, so this rest is shout. Make we see. Okay, good. Now make we see wetin this will give us. So make I say console log this. Makes sense. So save. Now what I will do now to hit here, I just want to see the data what they get from here. Very important. So make I hit, and I see pending data. So to fix that will be very simple. Now for us to just call await here. So if I call await there, then make I come here, hit them again. So if I hit them again, also, so you see now we dey see good data. Now I will just cut here, make I put them inside a variable so that I know the thing know they shout for me. So I'll just say const maybe cached result or something. Cached result to be equals to this. So now at this one I go one work console log. Makes sense like that. Okay, now make I still waiting. Good. So I hit here, I get this cached result. Okay, makes sense like that. Now so make I remove here now. So I feel say if catch results, right? Then this happen, else this happen. So the else basically from year to year. Then while year results go dey equals to so I fit say JSON dot pass, then pass in that catch results. Makes sense like this, right? Yeah, so makes sense like this. So make we see wetin we dey get here. So if I hit here again, I dey sure say good. I hit here again. So it's how they get right, but no problem. So and for us to stringify this guy, so JSON dot stringify pass here. So the result will be pass, we need to stringify. So I enter here. Also, another thing I feel so fit to, I feel say we fit. You can see first. Save here. Okay, so we hit here. Yeah, so they get this. Now look, if I come here now and do something like X code and we hit here, so I dey see this. Makes sense, right? Yes, so makes sense, right? Good. Now this result, see the time we take out to get them. So make we hit here again. Now it took 36 seconds. Is that not amazing? Super amazing, right? Yeah, super amazing, right? Again, if I come here now and do something like, I think get to code. So get to code, we hit here, takes 51 milliseconds. So we hit them again, 25. You see that shortage, that fastness, right? If I come here, remember saying it don't change you, right? This thing don't change. So if I come here now and do PETX code, I do PETX code, I hit here again, 28. You see, you don't take that long in time, right? Now, but note something, inside all these things now don't they cached. All of them don't they cache. So at a point, right, we get a lot of cached requests or a cached data, right? So what we need to do now to set some parameter, right, so that if it deletes, remove, and erase it. So inside here, if we pass in another argument, so the first one we want pass here now expires, right? So I'll just say okay, after maybe or make I just say after 1 hour, right? Make it expire. Then if I want to replace some, make it possible. I think that's NX. So this is a boolean, so make it to be true. Okay, so save these, right? So these are a few, and there are other arguments we can pass in here, right? So if you use make acute sense. So this is how we use REDIS, right? I believe this is super easy, and you can start to apply them for your application. Makes sense. So see you guys in our next class where we'll use this thing, work on different clusters. Peace out, right? Peace out.